Good afternoon and welcome to another Notts and Bolts and Top of the Cob podcast. This is the Sunday rant. How you doing, Ara?
I'm alright, Mark. How are you doing?
Can I ask a question? Did it work?
Yeah, you did.
All right. So we've got that sorted. You know what? Yesterday, you had a very good outing at Barnet.
Yeah, it was. I thought Barnet were all over us, to be fair, during the whole game, but obviously we took our one and only opportunity in front of goal, and obviously it went in, and it went in the silly way, and so it was a great day out.
You know what shocked me was like the lack of like intensity and stuff from like the Notts players. It looked like from the Oldham game, it looked like a totally different side. Like there weren't any fluent passing. It was very lethargic, in my opinion.
I mean, personally, I think that was the toughest team we have played all season, to be fair.
But do you think the reason it was tough, not only because we had that break, that 2-week break, and like that had an impact on how we played yesterday?
Yeah.
Because you had like Jody Jones, Bedu, who'd been out on international duty as well, and Kunar as well. So I was worried about that game before because like you got that break, and when we've had breaks before, when we had games called off, we haven't returned like in decent sort of form.
But I mean, I think Barnet were beaten up by it, because I think they should have been at least 2-0 up in the first half. How many chances they created in front of goal, but then our defence just worked because I had Callum Roos making excellent saves. And yeah.
I mean, I think he was the most improved player yesterday in the Notts starting 11.
Yeah.
In my opinion, some of the saves he was making, I was like, where did he pull that one from?
That's probably why he got drug tested.
You know what I mean? And it was like, because he has got a lot of stick, and he has got a lot of stick.
Yeah.
Sometimes, lights are out, power cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's had a lot of stick, and he hasn't convinced a lot of Notts fans. That performance was a really good performance.
Yeah, well, we just exude the darkness for a minute, because that's all it's doing to him.
Yeah. So, apart from that, the first half we really didn't do a lot, did we? First half, it weren't
much. Yeah. Sorry about this.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. Technical issues, the electrical type.
Yeah.
But first half, we didn't do a lot yesterday. First half, we looked dreadful. First half.
Yeah.
I think like if I was a Barnet player, apart from they did everything right, apart from putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And you can see.
And a lot of their fans yesterday were saying our goal was offside. I don't think it was, because I think they're 18 were playing it on. But
you see, the hardest thing about that is the camera angles, isn't it? But you ain't got really a definitive like camera angle to like show whether it was offside or onside or anything else. So we've had it happen to us before where We've
Oh,
hammered a team, and then next minute they go and score. You know what I mean?
yeah. At Warsaw at home.
Warsaw at home, Port Vale at home.
Yeah.
But didn't Tyrese Hall, the 5-in-5 man? No. Didn't he take his goal really well?
Sign the contract. Sign the contract.
It's
Right
like, let's buy him now.
give,
Buy him now.
give him a permanent contract right now.
You know what? We could end up at the end of the season where he's our top goal scorer.
Yeah, and hopefully Malik comes back on the team.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's me or do you get this feeling? Jata seems to be a bit off the boil at the minute.
Yeah, but the one thing that I don't get on yesterday was we went 2 up front in the second half. I was making those changes before half time. And like 20 minutes later, he subs Jata off to change it back again. Maybe it was technical, but a bit strange.
I don't think Jata was working yesterday.
No.
And this is the thing where you have the international break and your players like sort of like they're at that routine and everything else. But he just didn't. To me, he didn't look himself. But then a lot of the team didn't look himself. And I think in Patterson's interview where he's talking, and he was brutally honest in that interview after the game, where basically we were shocking, but we come away with the points. Under Maynard, we would have lost that game quite easily. Lost that game.
Like he says, would have lost that game as well.
Yeah. So he says, like, in his interview, he changed that shape a few times during that game. So, like, at least he's changing things, and if it ain't working, he's changing it back and then thinking of something else he can do. But the impressive thing yesterday was on how many blocks and everything, players throwing themselves in the way. You know what I mean? And Roos as well.
Can we just say Wed McDonald's is just getting better game by game, isn't he?
But Platt's on the way back. Now, if he loses his place to Platt, that'll be shocking.
That is bad. That is bad. Yeah.
Because he's come in, Platt got injured, but since he's come in, he has been outstanding. He got a lot of stick last season under Maynard when he was playing. Can't remember what game it was where he come on. And did he like side foot it? It was like one of his first touches on the ball, and he side footed it to one of their players or something. So to see that, I'm really impressed with McDonald this season as well. So far.
Yeah.
Jody was off the boil. That could be a bit of. You know what? I don't believe in this like jet lag and being tired and everything. You're a professional.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like you said, we've only had like, what was it, 4 shots on goal yesterday?
4 shots on. Well, 4 shots. 4 shots and 1 on target, which is obviously the goal that we scored.
But didn't we have no shots in the first half?
No shots in the first half. We had, I think it was about 1. It was 1 corner.
And they had something like 10 corners, like in the second. I think they had over 10 in all.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where she is. Oh, hey!
The lights are on, but there's still nobody at home.
The lights are on.
There's still nobody at home.
Hey.
But yeah, it's one of them interesting things where the biggest test is going to be Tuesday night, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's a shame I'm not going.
I mean, the thing about that, the good thing or bad thing about that is the Swindon lost yesterday.
4-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, at Accrington. So, like, are they Holloway's going to be looking for a reaction?
Yeah.
Patterson's going to be looking for a way better performance than we had yesterday. So I think it's going to be a good game, but it's how we turn up.
And I think I was looking at this today. I think if we win on Tuesday, we could go fifth. 23 points.
Yeah, which no one's expecting, because I think a lot of county fans that have wrote the season off anyway.
Well, yeah.
So if by Wednesday, say we win, and we're in fifth, where could we be like next week?
On Saturday, yeah.
On Saturday, yeah. But are we going to be too tired next Saturday? But then you go to the figure, well, you're playing 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, you might get subbed off. Should you be tired playing 180 minutes of football if you get your recovery and thingy right after each game? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that we started off with the same lineup, you know. Obviously with 3 players on international duties, but then maybe we want that consistency going into the side, obviously not change it every single week, have the same players playing and bringing on players on and getting those wins.
I know Cunard yesterday, right? If that's how you pronounce his name, probably massacred it, right? But if he gets in the side above Jarvis, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I know he hit the shot which could led to the goal, and if he went on that one to finger, but Jarvis has got a lot more in his locker, in my opinion.
Yeah. And also, Conor Grant weren't the best as well yesterday when he came on.
No.
So
in my opinion, yeah, but he played the ball to Cunard, didn't he?
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see how I just figure. But like, if we go out of the AFL Cup, right, we're not going to see Jarvis. If we go out of the Virtue, we're not going to see Jarvis.
I know, the Virtue, yeah. No.
And then we might not see him in the FA Cup. I don't know.
What's he got to do? Yeah.
What's he got to do? He came on against Barnsley and played the ball in. He played 2 in, didn't he? One was disallowed, and then the second one was up. And what more effort can he show?
I don't know.
Because you talk about players and everything else, and you talk about motivation in a squad and that. But if you keep showing everything when you come on, in like summer, we're not going to win the Virtue Trophy. And if he gets picked for FA Cup games, we're not going to win the FA Cup. So what does he have to do?
Yeah. I mean, my question was, where was Barry Carter yesterday?
See, that's another thing. Barry Carter.
Where is he?
Yeah. You know what I mean? There's just, I don't know, politics around the club and stuff.
And Maya Traore as well. We haven't really seen him a lot.
No, we haven't seen Maya Traore. So we've got players what are just casted out, aren't we?
Yeah. And even though on the training videos they are training, but they're nowhere to be seen on the matchday squads apart from the Virtue Trophy games. And then, I mean, I think Will Jarvis is better out of the 2 players that we just mentioned. Maya Traore, he hasn't really been playing that well even in the Virtue Trophy games. So.
But he hasn't had enough opportunities as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hasn't had enough minutes. He hasn't had enough opportunities. It seemed like Patterson's come in and he's like, right, I don't like you, don't like you, don't like you. And that's it. No matter what they could do. They could score 3 goals in, say, an FA Cup third round if we got to the FA Cup third round. And he still won't pick them the following Saturday.
I mean, if you're not picking Will Jarvis against Brackley Town, then I don't think he's going to ever play a game again.
I think, right, this is our thing, right? So you could have Jarvis on the bench, and I could be stood there next to the advertising audience, right? And Jarvis is there. He's got one substitute left, and Patterson would say, "Come on, then, You come on, you go and play. You know what I mean? I don't get it. He's got a lot of talent, Jarvis has, but Patterson's just not interested in him.
Well, apparently at the start of the season it was because of injuries, but now he's not injured. So what is it? Do you not like him?
Was he injured?
Well, we don't know about those. So,
yeah. Well, there's evidence by his partner to
his
say
girlfriend, yeah,
to say he wasn't
that he
injured.
weren't injured. So
it's one of them. But what do you think
weird.
the score will be on Tuesday night?
I don't know. Because obviously we're not. I don't think we'll probably train. We won't train today, will we?
No, they'll be off
probably
today.
Rest. And then
they'll have a warm down, won't they? They'll have a light training tomorrow, won't they?
Oh, cool down. Oh yeah, cool down, whatever it's called. Yeah, because obviously I think Swindon will probably be wanting that win more. Obviously losing 4-0 against Accrington and having a red man. There's a man sent off as well in that game. But then Notts going on a beaten run, so can we continue it? It's going to be an interesting game.
It is going to be interesting, but we've got to... That sort of game reminded me a bit of like the Salford game, only in the aspects of like sorry, the way we played and we was at sorts and everything else. But the difference is that we got 3 points and we were solid in defence. So we need to get back to why we were playing in the Oldham game, but defend as well, like we did against Barnet. But plus, be more clinical, be more passable better. You know what I mean?
And I think, if I'm correct by saying, I think Barnet were probably the first team so far to beat us in possession. Really?
Yeah, I think they outplayed us every part on the field, didn't they? Apart from the one what counts is scoring goals.
Yeah, and I think their manager said it yesterday. Really, by they were even after he said where we scored and they still had chances to get a goal or maybe even get two after we scored. So they had every single chance in the first half, but they should have been 2-0 up. Second half, I think we was I wouldn't say in control, but like we were getting the rhythm for the first 5 minutes, and then that tactical change that Barnet did, and they were on top of us throughout the whole game until the chance that we scored. And then after that, Barnet was still over us. They had like 2 corners back to back, and then that free kick on the edge of the box area, what would you say? Which that could have gone in, that could have changed the game. That got
defended well, that got headed over, didn't it?
Yeah, so they could have still won that game after we scored. So we got kind of lucky.
Our defence was solid yesterday.
I think Lewis McQuarrie was a bit... but apart from that, the defence was solid. Badu he had some good tackles, but I thought man of the match, 2 players, Keller Roos, no, maybe 3, Keller Roos, Robert McDonald, Tyrese Hall, goal scorer.
No, see, the goal scorer wouldn't have mattered if the defence weren't as solid as it was. So I'd give it Roos, me personally.
I mean, that shot was kind of lucky to be deflected to his feet, though, weren't it? Really, if that shot didn't get deflected,
but maybe
Maschino would have scored that goal. Maybe.
Yeah, but the thing is about luck, right? And this is what we haven't done before, and other sides have done to us. Is when them deflections and the fall at your feet, we haven't been good enough at taking them.
No,
and we wasn't last season. We squandered so many easy chances. But Tyrese Hall, as young as he is, has got a real good footballing mind and brain on him.
Talent and ability. Yeah.
And he just passed it into that back of that net. Like,
I mean, what a nice way to do it as well. Hometown.
Yeah, hometown.
What more can you want?
in front of his friends and family as well. I think there was about 9 of them there from
I
listening to
think he
his
said,
interview.
yeah, in his interview he said, was it like 5 family members and like 7 friends or something like that, I think.
Yeah,
So
there
that
was
was a
quite a
nice
few.
feeling. And I think that yellow card, I think he said it himself. He'll take that yellow card, I do not.
Yeah, but what about the fine? Because usually they get fined for
Oh,
getting yellow
yeah.
cards. So I don't know. Maybe they'll let him off because of 3 points and everything. But it was a
Well, I
dogged
mean,
determination, weren't it, of like
yeah.
a 1-0 win where you don't play well and you come away with all 3 points.
And I think most fans yesterday, they're starting to believe in Patterson for what he's doing, because under Maynard, under Luke Williams, we would have lost that game. We've seen it in other games where I'm going back to Forest Green at home. I know this was a long while ago, but we could have lost that game.
Yeah.
I know we was falling up. We was falling up at half time. Troy Deeney, I think he scored a hat trick, didn't he? He's made it 4-3, or
I
could be
can
wrong.
remember he got a penalty, didn't he? That was a very dodgy penalty as well.
Yeah,
He was looking for it. But yeah, that was
and
a worrying game. An extra 10 minutes in that game, they could have won
it
that.
could have been
You look
4-4, 4-5. Yeah,
go back to the Bradford game where the 4-2. If there was
yeah,
10 more minutes in that one, could have lost that one, or it could have been a draw. So there's a different determination and hunger developing in the Notts side.
like the hunger to win games, or I would even talk a 0-0 to be honest
Yeah.
in that game, because Barnet were all over us. I feel sorry for them, because I mean the fans weren't really that great, but I think they should have won that game. But it was great to see Adam Chickson back though, doing the
Yeah.
commentary.
Well, he bored me to tears. So I got to say that. You know what I mean? Sorry, Chickson. I like you as a player some of the time, but you bored me to tears on the commentary.
Yeah.
But there's a determination. There's a fight within.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen that for a long time. So whatever Patterson's doing, it's going in the right direction.
Yeah,
Because
it's working.
last season, teams bullied us. They did bully us.
Yeah.
We weren't in there to battle.
No.
And the last couple of games, we've done that battling. Especially yesterday, we battled for points. We kept ourselves in it. We didn't really make any silly mistakes.
No.
And we came away for the 3 points. So for that, and I think Patterson will win people around.
And also, like last season, where we gave everything in the first half, and if we was winning that game, that would have been it. Because in the second half, we dropped off, let the other team come back at us, and we was lucky enough to get a point. Because I know we won some games still, but teams were just battering all over us. So.
And also, like I said, we said this on Thursday night, is that we've got to pick up them points away from home. Whether it's a draw, whether it's 3 points, and you've got to battle. And going Barnet, it weren't easy. We came out with the 3 points. Everybody else wrote us off this season before the season started. So look at it that way. It's all positives. You know what I mean? No one expects us to be anywhere.
No.
In the top 7. Promotion, I think you're talking about promotion is a bit, you're getting carried away too soon.
Yeah, too early, yeah.
But I think if we carry on this way, by January, we might be in a good place.
And we might, yeah. Still too early, I think. What we played, this is our going into Tuesday, 13 games now, I think.
Yeah.
On Tuesday. That'll be our 13th game. And I think if we win that, 23 points, and if you share that across the season, we could be in a good place in January.
Yeah. And then we push on, and whoever we bring in, we ain't got to make those mistakes of like bringing players in for the sake of bringing players in. You need to bring quality players who are going to slot into either the substitute bench or improve your starting 11. So,
Yeah, because I
score
think
predictions then, Harry. Oh, carry on.
oh, because I think in January, because obviously without Roberto being there with what I don't know his first name, but his last name's Montague in it. The
Yeah.
guy, the guy that obviously came back from his time at Swansea. I think he'll bring those players that we haven't heard of. That will be good. Like obviously Ruben Rodriguez, Langstaff, those players, Dan Corley. So I think might even sign players that we have heard of into the club because Roberto would just sign players like on a free or no one's heard of.
Yeah, but they're
Really.
not. You're not on a free because you have to pay a signing on fee,
Well,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
probably 10, 15%, maybe 20% of the year's wages. So they're not totally free
Yeah.
players. And you got agents' fees
But
and everything. So they're not totally free. But you're not
you
paying
know
a
what I mean?
fee. You're not paying a fee
Yeah, yeah.
to a club for them.
But I think Montague will bring in the right players for us in January. I
Yeah.
think.
Right. I think Tuesday night we will win 3-1. No, scrub that. I think we'll win 3-0. I
Ooh,
think we'll have another clean sheet.
against a good Holloway side.
Yeah.
Or not. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting that 1-0 win yesterday. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, I did get the prediction right last Saturday against Holden 3-1. So, Swindon, I think it'll be like Barnet, but I think we'll have more possession, more shots on target. We're creating more chances. So, 2-0. I think we'll keep the clean sheets.
Hey, have you got anything else to say before we go?
Well, I think we're doing a watch along, aren't we, on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday night. We're doing it on YouTube.
Our first watch along since, what was it, that Germany pre-season game, I think?
Yeah, that's since so we'll be on YouTube Tuesday night. What time? It's like 7:00.
7:45, so we'll probably be
Yeah, I
on.
know it's 7:45. So say 7:30 live on YouTube,
Yeah,
which will be good.
yeah.
As always, it's been a pleasure, Harry.
Thank you.
And we shall see you on Tuesday night.
Yeah.